finally some good flying weather here in New Jersey. I'm about to go up and just do like a low level flight probably the entire time until we get back to the park. And I got a story to tell you guys, as you probably know from the title already. It's gonna be a good story, so sit tight, grab some popcorn. We're gonna do some flying. I'm stoked. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, dude. Freaking love foot dragging some tall, nice grass. I'm stoked on this weather. I think this is undoubtedly the nicest weather that I've been present for in New Jersey this year. So I'm pretty jazzed on that. Anyways, I've got quite the story for you guys, and I think this took place starting in like the beginning of April. Yeah, so let's get into it. As the title suggests, I got reported to the FAA 3 times, and this is just in one instance, basically. I have been reported to the FAA before in the past, and that's another story for another day. I'll probably tell that one eventually. This instance starts out beginning of April. The first word I got on this was in an email. And basically what happened was someone out there that must watch my videos decided to report me to the FAA, along with trying to contact the township that I fly from. But they actually got the township wrong, and they sent an email to the neighboring township, in which I have a friend that works there. And he intercepted the email, sent it to me, and in this email was the guy's report of what he thought I was doing wrong and illegal at their park, along with copied and pasted 2 reports basically to the FAA. I guess there's like a form that you fill out with the specifics to the FAA, and he copied and pasted that and include it in the email. So this email was basically some guy ranting that I was doing all this illegal stuff at their park grounds and putting it on YouTube. And the 2 reports on this specific occurrence, one was about my water balloon video where I drop water balloons from 1,000 feet. And I'll admit 100% it's kind of a silly, stupid type idea. Even if it did work as I planned, it's just something kind of fun and stupid to do. The water balloon drop idea was just stupid. It's like me taking water balloons and throwing them. And this guy quoted that video, and he also quoted the part in FAR 103 that talks about how you're not allowed to drop things out of a paramotor. But he stopped at the part that talks about the exemptions. I don't remember the specifics, but it's something like you may drop things from your aerial vehicle as long as it does not pose a threat to people or property on the ground. And the guy, he missed that part in 103. He copied and pasted everything except that part. But yeah, that was the first one. The other one he cited was the night flight. And same thing with that, he gave like specifics in the video of the timestamp that, like, times at which I was like, wow, it's getting really dark or something. Like, he went as far as trying to quote me to say that it was actually, like, more dangerous than it really was. But he also quoted FAR 103, and in that instance, he quoted that you may not fly an aircraft after sunset, and he included the part that says you may fly it after sunset, 30 minutes after, as long as you have a strobe. So basically right there, he was proving that what I did was 100% legal, but it was still part of his report. The guy, he had his name on the email, but I Googled his name, and it was some freaking cartoon character from like a weird show or something. Like, it wasn't even a real name. And the email was fake too. His email address was his fake name. So Anyway, I get this email beginning of April, and I don't know, I'm like, I want to be like, oh, I don't care, like I know what I did was right, but it still bothers me that someone thinks I did something wrong and went out of their way to report it to the FAA, and that's just putting me on the radar of the FAA, because I assume once someone reports you, they have to investigate the incident. So it kind of made me a little bit nervous at the time, knowing that the FAA is going to look up my video URLs and do their check of things, even though I'm confident that I've followed the FAR 103 to a T. You know, maybe I read something wrong, or maybe I did do something that was a little bit on the edge or whatever. I don't know. It just made me a little bit nervous. Beyond that, the people in the local town, the people in my town and the people in the town that the guy actually sent the email to, neither of them had a problem with me flying there. I spoke to them, I spoke to the other people from the neighboring township. They said, not a problem, don't worry about it. Anyway, some time goes on, and I'm down in Florida for the Sun and Fun air show, actually. And my mom calls, and I guess from the time that I got my pilot's license, they have my home phone number in their database, like not my cell phone number or anything. So they called my home phone, left a message, and it was basically like, hey, this is the FAA. We'd like to speak to Tucker Gott. We had a report or whatever. Please call us back. And now I'm like, shit, like, now it's gone to the next level. The FAA has gotten the complaint. They've looked at it, and now they want to talk to me. So, you know, still, I'm confident I didn't do anything wrong, but would you not be nervous if the FAA called you and said they wanted to speak to you? So, yeah. So I'm in Florida, and I called the number back, and first off, I don't get anyone. It goes to voicemail or whatever. I call the next day, and it says that the guy's out of the office until like 3 days later. So now I'm stuck, like, waiting for whoever it was at the local FSDO to get back into the office. And I'm just sitting here wondering, like, did I do anything wrong? Like, am I good? I should be good, right? Anyways, I left a message for him, and eventually I called back the day that he said he was going to be back in the office, just to kind of be proactive. I get on the phone with him, and just like in the past when I've dealt with the local FSDO, they were super helpful. People kind of make the FAA out to be like these bad guys that are just looking to shut you down. So far, my experience with the FAA has been like really positive. The guy I spoke to, basically, first off, he was like, just gonna put it out there, you are totally fine. We looked at your videos. He said he sent it to the higher up people. They looked at the videos, and he said that I'm totally fine. In addition to that, he said there were 3 complaints. I guess only 2 of them were copied into the email I received, but there was a 3rd, and I don't think he ever said specifically what it was. So he says he sent it up to the higher up people. I don't know who that is, but they checked it out. They didn't see anything wrong with what I did. Everything's legit. And furthermore, hold on, just gonna carve down this little doohickey. I love this spot. So yeah, he said you're totally fine, and I kind of explained to him that I have a following on YouTube, and you know, when 40 or 50,000 people see a video, there's kind of bound to be one person that thinks they know you did something wrong when you really didn't, or they're just pissed off or something. And he totally understood. And furthermore, he actually offered, he said, here at the FSDO, we don't really know much about paramotors, and specifically FAR 103, so he said, we would really like to meet up with you and just take a look at your gear, maybe watch you fly, and just kind of give us some knowledge, help us help you, basically. And I thought that was, you know, super rad. Like, I was gonna offer that if he didn't bring it up first, but I mean, yeah, I feel like meeting up with the guys from the FAA to show them what I do, that's like a great idea. So I told him, like, yeah, I'm all about that. I'd love to show you some flying and show you the gear. So far, I've been away since then, out to Oregon and Washington, so I still have to call him back, and I think it would be really cool to maybe do a video with the guy if he's down for it. I don't know if he'd be down for it, but I think it'd be a good topic to basically talk about FAR 103 out in the open with everyone, because it's legitimately like what makes this sport so great is that we only have like a handful of regulations that we must abide by, and those regulations grant us like a lot of freedom. So I think it's really important that paramotor pilots know FAR 103 like the back of their hand, and especially for me, like posting videos out there, I want to know for sure that what I'm doing is totally legal. Well, that's basically the end of the story. That's where I left it with the guy from the FSDO. I still have to call him back and make an arrangement when I actually know that I'm going to be in New Jersey for a little while. Yeah, that's the story. I have another story on getting reported to the FAA, but I think I'll save that one for another time. These people are loving it. They're just having a barbecue. They're like, oh, look, Billy, a paramotor. So yeah, moral of the story, no FAR 103 if you're going to be flying a paramotor. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. I think from now on this flight, I'm just going to freaking relax, and we'll just talk about whatever like happens. We got ShopRite over here. It looks like there's a fire. Maybe someone's grilling. They just burnt up their barbecue. Oh, it's the Burger King. Damn, dude. Freaking Burger King's emitting a trail of grease fire. That's dank. I think I'm gonna hop over the hill here, and we'll just fly around the fields in the valley to the north. Let's do a quick Snapchat. By the way, I have to apologize to anyone that's been following me on Snapchat for the last like 2 months. I had a LG G5, and the freaking camera broke, and I tried to fix it like 3 times and it kept breaking. So I finally blew some money on a new phone. I got a Galaxy S8. Follow me on Snapchat if you want. I gotta hit this button without dropping my phone. There we go. What is my Snapchat name, you ask? That's a good question. It's Tucker.Gott. This is a weird cemetery. I don't know. Have anyone like seen gravestones like that? Yeah, follow me on Snapchat. I promise, like, from now on, I'm gonna try to post more Snapchats, because I legit like left everyone hanging for months here. Ah, the local quick check. If it wasn't surrounded by wires, I could totally land there and get gas. It's weird how like now my mentality has changed after flying the cross country out in Washington. Now I'm gonna look at everything and be like, could I land there and get gas? Ah, a local tractor supply where you can get everything to fix your John Deere. Believe it or not, like an hour and a half ago, I was above those clouds. Right before this flight, I filmed a video. If you missed that, check it out. The last video I posted. It included flying above clouds, drinking a Red Bull, and flying around hot air balloons. Spoiler alert. It was probably way more exciting than this video, talking about the FAA and regulations. It's weird, I was thinking about this, like in the motorcycle world, people that do moto vlogs, they bust wheelies, they speed and break the law like all the time. But I feel like in the paramotor world, it's so much smaller, and I guess held to a higher degree in aviation, that you kind of don't want to be a dick like that. I don't think the FAA is out there waiting for you to post a video of you doing something wrong, but I think it's more about like setting a good example. Like the motorcycle industry is pretty big, and if like some guys do wheelies, like it's no big deal. I'm sure there's some people that are like, ah, you're giving us a bad name sort of deal, but I think in general it's kind of accepted when people post videos of themselves breaking the law. But in the paramotor world, it's like we're so small and we're growing so much currently that I think it's important for people to set a good example. I talked about it in the last video, but this is going to be the trifecta right here. Just a couple hours ago, I flew over clouds, which is like one of the 7 wonders of paramotor flying. I should make a list. That's actually a good idea. The 7 wonders of paramotor flying, one of which is climbing directly at a tree row and accepting that if your engine dies, you're going to eat it into the tree. Talk about responsible flying, don't do that. Anyways, yeah, I flew over clouds. I flew with hot air balloons. That's another one of the 7 wonders of paramotor flying. And now dead calm, glassy, smooth air, low flying is one of the other wonders of paramotor flying. That's going to be a t-shirt. The 7 wonders of paramotor flying. Alright, that's how you properly climb over a tree row. You get high enough so that you can turn out if your engine dies, or you can safely pass over it if your engine dies. You never want to be like freaking gunning the power right at the tree row, hoping your engine doesn't die. I think I see it up a bit farther here is where I adopted my cat from. I filmed Jacqueline filmed the funniest freaking video of my cat. I swear this animal's possessed. She like jumps around like a freaking demon animal. I'm gonna overlay it right now off my phone. It's hilarious. I think she's like actually possessed or something. Like I've seen cats do it before, but never like all the time like she does. It's 8 o'clock, sunsets in 20 minutes, so I think I'm gonna like start meandering closer to the park. I think I just passed 20 hours on the Scout. Everything's running fantastic. It made it all the way out to Washington and back. And friggin' FedEx must have dropped the package on the way home because one of the arm pieces punched a hole straight through the wood carton thing it was in and didn't damage the motor at all. So that's pretty good. Dude, this is like epitome freaking glassy smooth air. When you can just hook around in these fields and not feel a single bit of turbulence unless you fly through your own wake. I would say that's a good thumbnail. I'll keep it. What the hell are these birds doing? Oh shit, dude, get out of the way, fucking hell! You almost hit my wing! Jesus! That's the closest a bird has ever come to hitting me. Or I've come to hitting a bird, depending on how you look at it. Normally birds get out of the way pretty well. That guy was like, he didn't know what to do. Is that a scarecrow or an actual man? I'm pretty sure that's a scarecrow. Just flew through some gnats. I think it's just about time that we can head straight back to the park and make it there by sunset. 5 minutes till sunset. Not the best sunset ever. Sun's just shining through barely. Pretty awesome nonetheless. I think in classic style. I'm gonna kill my engine. Come in for, hopefully, a soft, beautiful landing. I feel re-energized. It's been so long since I've just floated around this valley with glassy, smooth air. Been on so many like epic adventures in the past couple months. It's been awesome, but at the same time, I've felt like a little bit homesick, wanting to just do a flight like this. Let's trim out to 3, 4, 5. Watch as when I kick myself into line twist. Yo! That was pretty dialed, I guess. Okay, pick a landing area, pick a landing area. Some folks playing soccer. I think I'll go for the downwind because there's like no wind. So I really don't think it'll matter much. And that'll put me close to my car. Super Subaru machine. Oh, bug hit my eye! Why? Why? It stuck to my face. I'll take it. It was downwind. That's my excuse. Freaking bug hit my eye and like stuck to my face until I came to a stop and he fell off. I'm gonna just leave that right there. A beautiful freaking night. I love it. Missed it. I cherish it. I will forever remember this night. 22.1 hours on the Super Scout machine. She's getting old. I don't know.
Well, that's how you wrap up an epic day of flying. Beautiful sunset. Nobody got injured. No gear got destroyed. Just a good adventure all around. I'm stoked to be back in New Jersey for a little bit. We'll see what happens next. As far as travel and adventures go, I don't really know what's going on next, but we'll see when it happens. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I think I'm gonna roll out for now, grab some dinner, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.